Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today we are going to Orzhov Control, one of the interesting archetypes for control. Not exactly fully my style, because I really want to have this counter spell pressure that you can control whatever comes into the battlefield. And this is of course more of a tap out control, right? But it's very interesting and it has a lot of power, definitely. It has quite a lot of power cards that we'll talk through. You can already see them probably. And I think that the flexibility with all the removal is definitely here. Like, we have all the answers. From the deck list, of course, you can see that it's very heavily armed against aggressive decks, and this is what we want to play. And honestly, this is what we will play. Even in the current ladder with the matchmaking, you will get a lot of Boros and things like this, and most of them are basically mono white with some flavor. So that's why we have 4 Ray of Enfeeblement. And honestly, this card nearly never feels dead. Even against like some mono green or something like this, they have pack leader, not pack leader, but this 2/1 wolf for 1 mana, some things like this, and you can still -1 them and just trade 1 for 1. You basically take any trade with this card when the matchup is not right, but when you are playing against something with white, this is just 1 mana hard removal, and that's insanely good. Especially that we have a lot of cheap cards, so we can at some point very often combine 2 removals and suddenly reverse the whole tempo for the game. Because that's how Boros wins. It just sneaks this 1 extra creature that keeps attacking you every turn, usually Kumano. So we can really answer this one. We also have Revitalize in the deck, really something that I feel that helps with the meta right now. It slows you down, but at some point you will have this 2 mana, and then you get back to like 10, something crazy high like this. And enemy burn spells are not a problem, and the fact that you draw cards is sweet. And even if you are not against like very aggressive deck, you still pain yourself with Blood Pacts, with Sorin, and things like this. And by things like this, I mean those 2 cards and nothing else in the deck. But yeah, you can get back with all this life, and you can in a way translate the life for Sorin cards. That's why we have 3 of them. This is your basically a big card draw. What the deck is about? We are just value deck. We want to answer the creature decks from the enemy. We have very good sweepers. We have a lot of life gain, a lot of cheap removal. Even Soul Shatter is such a good removal. You will see against Goldspan, it completely messes the enemy plan about playing Goldspan. Really good. It kills Raffine on curve, which is something that can also make or break the game, and it goes around shield if you play against a Titan. I think this is a pretty decent card right now in the meta. It's slow, but for this reason we have the rest of the deck that is so quick and really strong. Path of Peril is one that is probably interesting to you. And honestly, today in the games you will see this card really shined. Like, for some reason it feels like a sweeper with no drawbacks, because the meta is so aggressive. Of course it has drawbacks. It has a clear drawback. You don't want to see 3 drops. But honestly, like, it kills also all the tokens, all the initiates, all the aspirants, all the Kumano, all the stuff that is really annoying. And it's hard removal, so it doesn't care about the toughness, which Meathook Massacre does. So it means that on the draw, this card is just way better than the Meathook Massacre in those situations. So the fact that we have so many different types of sweepers, we have Doomskars, we have Path of Perils, and we have Meathook Massacres. So it really gives you this flexibility to answer every state of the board, usually. And yeah, with Edgar, you try to finish the game, and it's just this one annoying creature that the enemy will have to deal at some point. It's a bit of a block. Like, you played for mana big guy, and it does absolutely nothing for the first turn, but for the next turns, it just helps you with everything. It just gives you this extra pressure every single turn to slowly overwhelm enemy. And of course, Invoke Despair. the huge card, one of the power engines for the deck. This is your card draw, this is your removal, this is your finisher basically. So that's why we have 4. It's just incredibly important card in the deck. Probably without this card the deck wouldn't work at all, because you would get stuck with no card advantage. But thanks to Sorin, thanks to Blood Pact and Invoke Despair, we can keep up on the card advantage while still maintaining clear boards. And of course Toxril, the Corrosive. Card that can be extremely good or a pretty dead card. So you will see how it went in the games. Of course it's a really cool card. So yeah, however, we here don't have the ramp, so it's a bit on the slow side. It's actually a 7 drop and we have no way of making it faster. However, we can ensure that the board is clear until this point, so that's how we roll with the Toxril. Interesting one, definitely. And I think that's it. That's the deck. We don't really have much to say about it other than all of this. And if you like this deck, if you like the channel, if you feel that Sloth, you are making a good job, bro, then subscribe. It really helps. I really appreciate it, and I'm loving all the comments from you guys. I like discussions, and I'm really happy to see, you know, the channel growing and interacting with you. It's just so fun for me, and yeah, thank you for that. With that being said, let's go into the games, and they were pretty cool, so enjoy. Alright, we are going first. Man, this is actually a pretty good hand. With Vanishing Verse and Blood Pact, we should be really fine. And even the Taplan doesn't hurt us. Yeah, that's how I feel, exactly. So, we are against Izzet. Let's go with Eiganjo, because this is the one that's less likely to be used. What do they have for 2-drop? Not really anything. I think Doomskar is okay. Like, I don't suspect anything. Fable might be the earliest play they will make. Yeah, Fable will be a problem, but Fable is always a problem. Oh man, I do not like Fable one bit. Oh nice, it's not Fable. When a dice create a treasure, you love to see it, because they won't. And it even dies to the Ray of Enfeeblement. That's so perfect. Let's target ourselves. Like, I'm really positive about this game right now. We have perfect Orzhov mana, which is sweet. And let's just make sure that we hit with this one. We give the enemy treasure, but that's fine. I would prefer to keep Vanishing Verse for something stronger. Like, it's not easy to cycle this into removal, and that was the perfect opportunity. Alright. Definitely interesting play. Alright, so we need a lot of black. I think that's it. Worst case, we just cry. You know, it's not the worst. We need black mana, then we can start casting Invoke Despair. Oh, perfect. Perfection. This way he doesn't get card, and he doesn't get treasure. Oh man, not great for him. He seems to have something. Oh, he thinks about killing it with Voltage Surge. And that's fine, like, if you want to kill it. Like, I guess he gets some cards for this. Do we double on this one? He gets card and a treasure. He seems a bit mana short, so let's actually do it. Like, it seems, and he also burned the treasure for it. And now we cast Invoke Despair, and we are feeling definitely really good about the situation. Nice. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. If he wasn't stuck on 3 mana, I wouldn't do it. But if enemy gets mana screwed, you need to really amplify it as much as you can. Iteration is good, it will solve his problem, but it is hopefully a bit late. So, let's keep doing our stuff. So far it's working. 1, 2, 3. Nice. And let's go right now for something that gives us possibility of Vanishing Verse, because I suspect a Goldspan Dragon. And you hate to see Goldspan. It's not great. Easy. That we cannot Soul Shatter, that would be much better response. And of course, we do it now, so he has one treasure less. Hopefully he doesn't have an instant, but it seems he has. Oh, nice. So good. Alright. Like, so far, so good. I think right now we Revitalize and see what's up. And let's go for the Hive. Enemies at 8. And we have enough of removal and stuff to slow him down enough. No, that's so good. We could go for the Valorous Stance, but this is just way better. I really love destroying Goldspans with Soul Shatter, because they do hope for this additional mana, and then it really destroys their game plan. Of course, tapped Snarl. Alright, so what is the play? Definitely this is the play. And we still have Valorous Stance to protect it, which would be really helpful. Nice, that was a nice game. Alright, so we are against some crazy cat, so obviously it will be aggro. And we are going first with anti-aggro hand, so we are pretty happy about it. Snarl strikes back, again as the worse than basic land. So let's start with this one, then we play the Hive, then we play this one. So Snarl is basically a tap land. Man, I'm so on the fence, like, I always hate drawing those Snarls. They never seem to have advantage. You're basically having a rare that's worse than basic. That's my experience. Like, of course you can go full basics, and then probably it's pretty good. But in this case, it just doesn't seem to cut it. Path of Peril will be really important here, because he will have like zombie tokens probably. So I think we wait and try to maximize the value. It's only 2 damage a turn. We play the tap land right now. This will be tricky, but I think we need to go for really high value. Like, let an enemy, you know, crank up the pressure a bit, because they have to. Sarulf. Okay, okay. I see. Sarulf is definitely not what we want, because it's double colored. And we cannot Meathook it. Alright. Maybe we can Meathook next turn. We need to be really careful about not putting anything in the graveyard. We take 5. Not great, but we will heal with the Meathook. So I do think it's okay. It's not great, but it's acceptable. And after Meathook is in the game, the rest will also be pretty good. Hopefully he cannot protect. Okay, good. As long as Sarulf is dead, I'm happy. We need to draw some lands, Invoke Despair. Like, I'm not super scared even about the Chariot. Nice, that's a good draw. Thank you, game. In the end we might get along. And I think this is the Vanishing Verse turn. We cannot activate the Hive, because we don't have enough mana for both. We would have 1 mana left and we need 2 mana left. I'm pretty sure he will be super greedy and attack with the crew. Okay. That's actually pretty good by him. Smart, smart. I cannot deny. Do it. Nice. And we do it before the attacks are declared, and basically he got rid of his own attack turn. Whether we Path of Peril, I'm honestly not sure yet. I do not think we do. However, I will Revitalize main phase, because if we draw a land, then we can activate the hive. Toxril. I would love to have some more tokens. Can you imagine those sweet little cats becoming this? Oh my god. Your pet cat, when you see it after playing the game, is just this. Oh my god. Would you pet it? I'm not sure. I would probably pet it. Look at this sweet skull inside. Oh my god, it's so horrible. Alright, magic content. Quality magic content. Fight rigging. Huh. This is a bit scary. Because I am pretty sure the next turn he will play something that benefits from it. Can we hit Toxril, please? I really want the land. Oh no! Not like this. This is just so bad. We get hit for 5. Can we wait one more turn? You know what? I will do it. I will do it. Fight rigging depends on the power, right? Yeah, so we can just use Ray of Enfeeblement to get rid of whatever he plays. Sure. Do we take the 5 then? Like, those colors? Like, it's Golgari, right? Yeah, red isn't really here. So he cannot really deal damage randomly. Let's take it. I want to turn those sweet little cats into horrible slugs from the nightmares. Oh man, this is so tempting for the Path of Peril.
Heed the trees. They prepare for war.
We could also get rid of the fight rigging, but I think Ren is a bit more important. Might be a bad decision, to be honest. Oh man, you know I want those cats. I want them so much. The correct play is Path of Peril into Vanishing Verse on this one. You know what? Oh man, I hate it, but we have to do it. We cannot lose the game just before because we wanted to turn cats into those horrible monsters. Like the goal is glorious and like with a good vibe, but other than this, like we cannot risk it. Like APC new standard definitely will appreciate it. Alright, which one we do? Vanishing Verse on the Shakedown heavy? I'm stopping this one, definitely. Which part of the combo we get rid of? I feel that fight rigging will become just a problem overall. So let's just make sure it's gone. Or by the way, we'll exile the Titan from the game probably. What was it? Are you serious? That's so mean. And in time, this will also become a slug. Nice. My turn. Doomskar seems better. Doomskar actually seems way better. Like, it's better to sweep 2 for 1. Toxril is just a bit too slow for the... Alright, our cats are back. Nice. Alright. I can feel we can salvage this game into the cat nightmare that we always wanted. Let's go. The content play. Enemy has something fishy. Are you serious? I hate you. And this is why we didn't play Toxril. It's still okay. Oh my god, it's not okay. It's not okay anymore. We kill everything, so that's fine. But it's still a problem. By the way, you can see that Path of Peril is just such a good card. Like 3 mana, sweep the board. Seems pretty nice. He has something. Oh no, you can crew, right? You can always crew. Okay, that's fine. And we need to make a token. No questions asked. Being on 1 HP against Chariot that can be crewed in any second is just not really a thing. Man, Toxril definitely did not show up himself from the best side this game. Infernal Grasp. Are you freaking kidding me? It's not like it's a huge surprise, like, yeah, you probably should play them, but still. Alright, let's see what the deck is about. Valky. Oh, I kinda like it. I don't like the fight rigging, but other than this, it's pretty sweet. Alright. Alright, how do we do it? How do we do it? We definitely play the land. I think we crew the hive. Now we go for the attacks. We attack Ren, and like this. We exile something. What can they have? They have Ren ultimate, but other than this, not the most. I think for some reason Valky might be an issue. They might have Shigeki, but I think we would see it by now. I'm so tempted to just draw card. Should we? It's a bad idea, right? Let's do it. That's a bad idea. Yeah, okay, thanks, Arena. Oh man, but on the bright side, we can make another token and not lose Sorin. Okay, great. Must be nice. Let's see what he will choose. I fear the shield counter. Yeah, that's really bad. And he can still crew even and make the token. Oh man, that's so much power. So much power. We know exactly what we draw, so not much sense to do it. Yeah, let's prevent the damage. Not great, but we need to get through somehow. What a champion. What a champion. Let's see what the next card will be, I guess. Because we know this one. We need something extremely good. It might be good enough. It actually might be good enough. Also, if he wants to block and kill the token, he needs to sacrifice the shield. I do not think he will be so naive. That's a bad play. Yeah. But you know, best we have. And now we go for the sweeper. We do it now, otherwise he can crew in response on his turn. The order didn't matter. And let's make more, because the more life we have, the more cards we can draw. Finally! Oh man, finally, maybe he whiffed. You know what? Okay. I'm freaking taking it. I'm not sure if it's a responsible play. Do we go for another Sorin and make another vampire? Like, honestly, it seems like a decent idea. We could also hold up the hive and make double vampire next turn. Then we don't draw cards. We are very short on value though. So maybe let's not go too crazy. Oh man, such a hard game. Okay, we have Scry. I will actually go all in. Let's make sure that we keep up the right one. I feel that we need to go a bit harder. Yeah, because his draws are just... like, we are drawing cards and we are drawing worse than him. without a card though. Like, we drew so many cards extra. And look at him, he's just top decking Titan after Titan. Like, this is insane what's going on. It has to be like this, right? Yeah, we need Sorin to start drawing. Problem is we need Sweeper and Invoke Despair, and all we get is land. And like, this is a bit ridiculous. And now we will hit the most expensive card that we will ever see in our deck. Classic. Classic Sloth. Oh man, Magic, why do you hate me? I will take it. It's fine. It's fine. Can we survive one turn? Can we survive one turn? Unfortunately, he knows about it. We can crew double hive, but this has trample, so yeah, not much of a choice. I do not think what I guess Soul Shatter. Yeah, we needed exactly those two cards. The whole game we needed Meathook Massacre. Oh my god. This is exactly what we needed. So I can attack him and hope he blocks for some crazy reason. Oh man, I'm so unhappy about how this turned out. We just needed to draw it one turn faster. And I think we really drew hard, so it's not like we wasted draws. And this is the best we can do? Man, enemy top decks were just like, we with our all card draw we couldn't keep up with the enemy top decks, and that's saying a lot. And our top deck was exactly one turn too late. We needed this for the full game to start healing and getting back into the game. Oh man, it still was pretty good game, I feel, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, but I'm a bit sad that it went this way. We had such good answers. Alright, you are going first, with honestly pretty strong hand. Even the lands will be untapped, which is really sweet. Of course we start with the black one, in case enemy plays into our removal. And of course, given we have only sweepers, we are playing against control probably. Man, like, the matchmaker is just insane. Okay, thank you. Thank you, game. That's actually so important. If we play it against control, we would just die. Alright, so this has to be a Esper version, right? Let's see what the enemy is cooking. We can remove only one creature. We should probably attack first. Oh, Raffine. Raffine is scary. So we could Vanishing Verse Talia. Then we can play it for 2 mana. It doesn't really change much. If I was guaranteed to draw land, I would definitely Doomskar. Like, this is coming into play, but now is the choice that we need to make a choice. Like, this saves us more HP because we prevent this attack, so I think that's fine. You know what? This is actually pretty good. We play it now because enemy might play 4th land, we cannot respond to it, and then the Interceptor, and then we are really behind. And we still have one removal. Yep. And he goes again. I think it is Path of Peril. It's really good target. What is this mana tap? We don't have white. We don't have white cards. Why would you ever leave it instead of a black that kills the creature? Man, like, auto tapper. Just auto tapper. So what do we do? Probably wait. We really want to hit Invoke Despair next turn, so let's make sure that there will be one creature on the board, and we will take this hit. By the way, we are at 20. That's pretty sweet. Exile card, do we care? No, we do not. And we want to remove Talia, because then Invoke Despair is, you know, discounted in a way. Alright, Vanishing Verse or the Ray. Ray basically hits everything, right? All of the creatures. Interceptor is white and Raffine is white. Do we care about exile? I don't think so. Like, if it's nighttime, Brutal Qatar will be red, but that's it. No, enemy is not happy about us thinking. What a surprise. Otawara. So he wants Talia back. Do we even care? Sure. Like, I'm fine with it. And I will gladly invoke Despair to draw some more cards. Oh, we don't have enough black. Of course, I should have noticed it. That's really bad from me.
I take no joy in the slaughter, but it's necessary.
I like the cards, but Vampire will provide so much pressure. Of course, enemy will draw the Brutal Qatar from the top, you will see. So that won't matter, but generally that's the correct play. Raffine. Alright. Alright. He wants to attack. And we need to prevent it. Because he gets the counter, he gets the connive, and then we are forced to trade one of those. Okay, so I think it's just a Doomskar. Yeah, enemy is all in. After we kill the board, he has nothing and we win the game. We got this for lifelink because we want to be above 20 for some reason. And let's do the Doomskar. So now enemy has only top deck and we have Planewalker drawing cards. And of course we do draw cards. We will pay for Doomskar. I would prefer land, to be honest, but you know, it's fine. And just like this, we are back. Alright, we are going first with 3 tap lands. However, we have enough sweepers to hopefully make it work. So if we draw a basic land, we don't need this one even. And this will be tapped later, and this won't. So the logical choice is to always go with this one, because this is the worst one. See? Easy. If we played this one, like the Snarl would be just a tap land and that's it. Let's go actually for the black, so we can invoke... What invoke? Justice. Despair. Of course, it's always Despair. Alright. The ugly planes. Easy. So, it still will be, as always, against Boros. Incredibly hard game. I do like Path of Peril. So he will play Cavalier. Then we kill the Cavalier. He hits for 4. And then we use Path of Peril next turn and have another Ray. Raiju will be a problem. But I think this is the play. I'm not loving it. Kumano is just so awkward. If not this card, it would be so much easier. Oh, that's really nice. That is really nice. Unfortunately, that's a lot of damage. But I guess we can take it once. Like, the value that we are getting is huge. And race will be extremely important sooner or later. And this is why Path of Peril is really good. Sometimes. As you can see, Meathook cannot answer this board, and the removal is not great as well. And this clears everything perfectly for 3 mana. That's pretty sweet. I hope for Cavalier. Raiju is the worst one. We need to take it. We need to take it. If we hit the land, it might be Invoke Despair. Like, we could prevent 4 damage, but we can do it later as well. Enemy is tapped out, so let's use it. And... well, this will be still hard. Aspirant is okay. What is the next one? Eruption. Sure. We do not mind this as much. I think we go for the Meathook. That's a hard choice. Invoke Despair. Like, we do not have time right now for those cards. We need to keep the Ray. If he activates the Den, we just neutralize it. And we just get hit by the token, and next turn is just way better. With Meathook we can start recovering. That's a strong one. Definitely. So he takes the Royal Eruption. Okay. Sure. So we are at 4. And now we prevent the damage. So I guess in the end we lost 1 more life, but I think it was worth it for the flexibility. Alright, so what is the play? I would love to play this. Like, we are guaranteed to draw a land, right? Of course we are. Worst case, we get life from the Meathook. Easy. Nice. First time I actually like drawing lands. He will activate it, but we will neutralize it. And next turn we have Vanishing Verse. It always creates the token, right? Yeah. Like, you know what? We could just kill the goblin. If he goes again for it, we just Vanishing Verse and it's even better. Oh, that's weird. I think we actually do it. Like, we heal a bit. We die to some cards. But I think he already had them. We need to draw cards for the next turn. Well, I guess enemy knows exactly what we have, probably. But he might be greedy and still try it. But this means that he will tap out really heavily. Alright, that's a land. That's a Cavalier. And that's okay. Let's go to attack declarations. Oh my god. It's multicolored. I forgot. I think he did it on purpose. Good game. That was a worthwhile game. Maybe this 1 life was the difference.